Since the holidays are over with, I figured a lot of people are going to be like, how do you cut weight? You know, maybe ate a little bit too much sweets like I did over the weekend, because I swear I ate like 2,500 calories in straight sweets. Went a little overboard, but that's besides the point. I figured in today's video, I'll go over how I cut weight, some key tips that I've learned along the way, because this is like my 4th or 5th cut, I think. So I'm just going to go over some tips, tricks that I found to help with cutting weight, to make it a little bit easier, because cutting weight can be hard and it can't be hard. It just depends on how you are. I grew up as a natural big back, so I like to eat. I like to eat a lot of food when I eat, so I've discovered a couple tips and tricks to kind of help, what's the word that I'm looking for? Maintain a smaller calorie input while still feeling full. But that's going to be a little later in the video, because we got to head to the Planet Fitness and hit a leg day, unfortunately. My legs they're looking a little, they are not pumped up right now, to say the least. I skipped leg day, as y'all seen in the last video. I skipped it because I just kind of tweaked my knee just a tad bit, and it's just now starting to feel better, so hopefully I don't have any problems with that, but we're going to see. But leg day, Planet Fitness, let's get at it. I forgot to mention, look what I got me. Look what Mom got me. A Ninja Creamy. When I say that I am absolutely hyped for that, I absolutely am hyped. Well, I actually used it last night. I made with this Rise cinnamon protein powder. Boom. It's goated. I made one with that, with fat-free Fairlife milk. So I'm gonna break down a recipe in case y'all have one. And if you haven't got a Ninja Creamy, get one. It's gonna help you with cutting weight, I swear to God. Cause I got a whole pint, right? Let me get a pint out of the refrigerator right quick. The freezer, sorry. A whole pint. Oh shit, about dropped it. A whole pint. I made this and this was like 200 calories for a whole pint of ice cream. If you follow me on Snapchat, social media, Instagram, I posted it all in there. But anyway, what I have in that ice cream was a scoop and a half of the cinnamon Rise whey protein, a cup or 10 ounces, I think it's a cup and a half, but 10 ounces of fat-free Fairlife milk, which I have in the refrigerator here. Boom. Cheat code. That's 13 grams of protein per cup. Plus the protein, so about 30 grams of the Rise protein, plus that 13 grams of protein in there. That's going to be roughly around 45 grams of protein in that thing. That's all I put in it for the most part. And then I mixed in 2 little things of dark chocolate and maybe a little bit of marshmallows in there with a little drizzle of honey. So probably like 300 and so calories of a whole pint of ice cream. Like, come on, you can't beat that. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. But yeah, shout out Mom for that. Love you. If you see me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. It'll be somewhere on the screen. But Planet Fitness workout, leg day. Let's get it.
I wanna take it to the sky. I wanna take your body. Oh, you got the rhythm that I like. I wanna take your body higher. I wanna take it to the sky. Take it to the sky.
now that we got the workout out of the way, here are some of my tips for cutting weight and how to do it. Here's what I wish I would have known when I first did my cut. When I did my first cut, actually. Here's what I, should have did, some mistakes that I made. Number one, don't cut out all of your carbs and all of your fats. When I first did my cut, I cut out all of my carbs almost. I was like 100 grams of carbs, like 20 grams of fat, and my protein was still kind of high. I've always kept my protein high, which is, great. Even when you're cutting and bulking, you want to have your protein high, at least your body weight, minimum. But you don't want to cut all of your carbs out when you're cutting weight. You do want to decrease them, but you don't want to decrease them to an unreasonable amount because you're going to feel like shit. You're not going to want to work out. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to start cramping. It's just not going to be ideal. That's tip number one. The second tip I will say is track. Well, this should be number one. They're not in any particular order of importance, but they're all important. So number two, track your calories. You have to know how many calories you're eating in a day, what your maintenance calories is. That's number one, your maintenance calories, right? You have to know how many calories you can run off of. For me, about 2,600 calories I can maintain my weight, right? So anything below 2,600 calories would be a deficit for me. So say I'm in a deficit right now because I'm kind of cutting weight. So I'm sticking around 2,400. So 2,400 calories, so 25, 26. That's a 200 calorie deficit. That is what you want to be in. That's a comfortable range. About a 200, maybe pushing 300 if you want to go a little more aggressive. But I personally like a 200 calorie deficit. That burns the fat, drops you over time. You don't want to drop weight too quick, right? Because when you drop weight too quick, you start feeling like shit, and it's not a good time. So that is tip number two. Know your calories, track your calories. You don't have to be, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Track your calories, okay? Number three, or what the hell was that? Number three, cardio. You have to be doing cardio. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I can just decrease my calories. I don't have to do cardio. Bullshit. Bullshit. You have to do cardio. To get lean, you have to do cardio. Whether that's getting your 10,000 steps in, that's still cardio for some people. For me, I don't really count that as cardio. Sometimes I do, but what works for me, I do 10,000 steps, which I work. So some days I don't hit 10K. I hit like 6K. My shoulders hurt from holding this big ass camera up. But anyway, 10K steps a day for the most part, plus 30 minutes of cardio. Now, sometimes that differs. Sometimes I'll do like 14K steps. I'll drop my cardio. I'll do maybe 15 minutes of cardio. And that kind of balances out. So you can have a little wiggle room. Say you don't track something exactly. You overeat or eat like a snack or something like that. That gives you like 200, 300. That gives you about 200 calories, you can play with. It'll be okay if you eat fucking a half a bar of chocolate or something like that. It gives you room to play with. So cardio is very important. Whether it's 10K steps, I'd recommend you do 10K steps a day, plus a little extra. Stairmaster is absolutely amazing. Number four, okay, your carb sources. You want to eat foods that fill you up. You don't want to eat a fucking 3 pieces of loaf bread because that's going to be quick digesting and you're not going to feel full. What I recommend is if you like sweet potatoes, like me, I absolutely love sweet potatoes. They are the fucking best thing in the world. Eat sweet potatoes, okay? They're like 30, 40 calories of sweet potato, 20 grams of carbs. They're clean carb sources. They fill you up so that they're slow digesting, so they fill you up more. They keep you fuller for longer, so you're less hungry. And that's what you want, something low calorie that fills you up. So sweet potatoes, you could do white rice. You have to, track it all, have to measure it out, how much you get, like a half a cup of rice, stuff like that. Step number 5, I would say, is about like meal-wise, I'd say about 700 calories. Split your meals up through the day. You don't want to eat fucking 1,500 calories in one meal. That's something that I struggled with a lot, right? I would eat a huge breakfast, like 1,200 calories. And then I'd be killing myself throughout the day. I was like, man, I can't eat anything else. I'm fucking hungry. Break your meals up. 700 calorie meal here, 700 calorie meal for lunch, 700 calorie or so meal for dinner. And then in between you can maybe have like a little yogurt or something like that to keep you going. It gives you a little room and breakaway so you can snack and have a little extra whatever you want. Or Ninja Creamy at the end. Shout out the Ninja Creamy. Fucking love them. If you want to eat your sweets while you stay on the cut, get you a Ninja Creamy. I swear by it. It is the best. And I only had 1 pint so far, and it was the best thing ever. High protein, everything. That's my tips for the most part. That's something that I wish I would have known when I did my first cut. And it's kind of simple stuff, but the simple stuff gets the results. You don't have to do stuff crazy. It's fitness, Most of it's simple. You just gotta want to do it. You gotta have the will to do it. So I wish all of y'all the best in cutting weight and stuff like that. If you're new around here, make sure you hit me with a follow or a subscribe. We're on YouTube, so hit me with a subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications and like the video if you did enjoy. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Them are my tips. I hope y'all did enjoy. Protein, keep your protein high. At least your body weight. I go about 10 to 15 grams above your body weight, just to be safe, especially if you're doing extra cardio. Keep a track of that. And I appreciate all y'all for watching the video, man. Thank y'all for the recent support. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. And it's going on the New Year's now, so I hope y'all have a great New Year's. I will see y'all next video. I might put out a video before New Year's. I don't even know when this is going up, but I will see y'all next time. Peace out.